Hi friends, this video of this car Kembara DVT engine. The problem of this car is that after starting the engine of the car, the engine RPM is very low and idle problem. When the car is slow while driving, the engine RPM is low and idling, and when the car is put in park position, then the engine RPM is very low, and when the RPM is low, then it is like the engine start is stopped. How to solve the problem? Low RPMs in a car can be caused by a number of issues, but the common problems are 1. Spark plug, 2. Dirty or bad throttle body, 3. IAC valve. After starting the car engine, the RPM is very low in parking condition. I put the gear shift in the drive position and see that the engine RPM is very low. How to solve the problem? So watch the full video step by step, inshallah you will be able to repair it. First, I turned off the car engine. Now I will go out of the car and check if the problem can be solved. A low idle RPM can be caused by many problems, number 1 being a failed spark plug. I will open the ignition coil and take it out. See if engine oil has entered the spark plug. Engine oil is leaking inside the number 4 and number 2 and number 1 spark plugs. Number 3 plug engine oil does not enter. Removed the engine rocker cover, because engine oil has penetrated inside the plug. To replace the rocker/valve cover gasket and plug seal. Remember, spark plug failure or engine oil entering the spark plug will cause low engine RPM and misfire. I will open the spark plugs and change them, so I will clean the spark plugs by sprinkling them with engine oil. After cleaning the engine oil inside the spark plug, now open the spark plug and take it out. Now I will remove the old spark plugs. Old spark plug number NGKBKR6E11. The number of the new spark plug is the same. There is a gap problem between new and old spark plugs. Now I will install the new spark plug. If changing the new spark plug does not solve your car problem, follow the next step. Step number 2, fault or dirty throttle body. I can clean the throttle body first. I will use air intake and throttle valve cleaner to clean the throttle body. After spraying, use a white cotton cloth or tissue paper to clean the throttle body. Check how dirty the throttle body is. Clean the throttle body thoroughly. A dirty throttle body will cause the engine to idle poorly and have problems with low and high RPM. It may even cause the engine to misfire. Faulty throttle body must be replaced. If cleaning the throttle body does not solve the problem, follow the next step. Step number 3, dirty or faulty idle air control valve. The ideal air control valve is attached to the throttle body with 4 screws. First, I will remove the ideal control valve. The idle air control valve controls the amount of air entering the engine when a vehicle is idling. The main function of the IAC valve is to maintain a steady idle speed. Remember that the IAC valve can become clogged with dirty and fail to control the amount of air entering the engine, resulting in low engine RPM and idling problems. Clean the inside of the ideal air control valve thoroughly with air intake cleaner spray. After cleaning, check to see if the air inside the control valve rotates freely. After cleaning the ideal air control valve with a sprayer, test it by turning it by hand to see if it turns freely. If it turns freely, there is no problem. I will clean and reinstall the ideal air control valve. After completing the 3 steps, I will test everything by fixing it. If the problem is not solved, then check for other problems such as vacuum leak, clogged air filter, malfunctioning mass airflow sensor, failed oxygen sensor, malfunctioning EGR valve, bad fuel pump. Now I will go inside the car and start the car engine and check if the low RPM problem is solved or not. First, I turned the ignition key switch to the on position and then started the car engine. Check that the engine RPM is correct when the car is parked. Now I'll turn on the air conditioner and see if the engine RPM goes low or not. Engine RPM is fine after turning on the air conditioning, no problem. Now I will try changing the gear shift of the car. I put the gear shift in reverse and neutral position and drive position, but the engine RPM is fine. Now the engine RPM does not go low, the low RPM problem has been solved. Thank you very much for watching the video in its entirety. Please forgive me if there are any mistakes in the video. If you have any problems understanding anything, please comment.